People at Work, Part 2. The Shape of a Team. The rain tapped steadily against the office windows as the day wore on. Kiran sat hunched over her laptop, a tangle of sticky notes blooming beside her screen. She barely noticed Marlon walking over until he dropped a granola bar beside her.
"You're in deep,"
he said, pulling up a chair. Kiran blinked at him, eyes tired.
I just assigned tasks for the new project. But something's off. Everyone's saying yes, but I can feel the hesitation. I think the team isn't clicking.
Marlon nodded, leaning back.
"You've just stumbled into the real art of team building. Want to unpack it?"
Please.
Kiran said, rubbing her temples.
"A team isn't just a group that shares space or deadlines," he began. "It's a bunch of people with different skills working toward a shared goal and holding each other accountable for it. It's like jazz. Everyone plays their part, but the music only works if they're listening to each other."
She smiled faintly.
So they need to complement each other.
Exactly. Complementary skills, shared purpose, mutual accountability. Not just a bunch of people being polite in meetings.
Kiran thought for a moment.
Is that why some of my groups in college worked better than others? We were all smart, but only certain combos actually got stuff done.
Marlon pointed at her.
That's the difference between a group and a team.
He paused, then added,
And when teams work, they're powerful. They cover for each other's gaps, combine perspectives, create better decisions, better ideas. Ever seen one of those brainstorms that turns into a wildfire?
Kiran nodded.
Yeah, energy bounces around. Everyone's building on everyone else.
But
Marlon said, lifting a finger.
It's not all magic. Teams come with baggage.
Let me guess.
Kiran said.
Delays, clashes, one person dragging the others down?
More than that, teamwork isn't for every task. And sometimes the team gets caught up in feeling good rather than performing well. Ever heard of groupthink?
Kiran wrinkled her nose.
Sounds contagious.
It kind of is. Everyone gets so into agreeing and maintaining harmony that they stop questioning bad ideas. No pushback, no innovation, just consensus and sometimes really bad calls.
Kiran winced.
That explains some of the disaster meetings I've been in.
He laughed.
Add in personality clashes, politics, fear of conflict, and yeah, it gets messy. But that's where structure helps.
They stood and walked down the hallway. Passing a whiteboard scrawled with deadlines, Marlon tapped it.
Let's say you've got a mix of people. How do you build a strong team? You think skills, yes, but also roles.
Like job roles?
Kiran asked.
More like team roles. Ever heard of Belbin?
She shook her head.
Meredith Belbin identified 9 roles people tend to play in teams. You've got the plant, the creative mind, full of wild ideas. The shaper loves pressure, drives the group forward. The completer, finisher, perfectionist catches the little mistakes. The team worker keeps peace, builds trust. The coordinator, basically a strong chair, gets people to decide and move.
That's a lot of types.
Kiran said.
And there's more.
Marlon grinned.
The Monitor-Evaluator, logical and strategic. The implementer turns ideas into actions. The Resource Investigator, great at networking, finds external help. And finally, the specialist, deep knowledge in a narrow area.
Kiran leaned against the wall.
Not necessarily 9 people.
He said.
One person can take on more than one role, but the key is balance. If everyone's a shaper, they'll clash, all plans. Endless ideas, zero follow-through.
Kiran laughed.
This is starting to feel like casting a movie.
Exactly.
Marlon said.
Know your cast, know the script, then assign roles. But it's not static. People can shift, adapt. That's the beauty.
What about team structure?
She asked.
Is there a right way to organize?
No one size fits all.
He said.
Some teams are multidisciplinary, different departments bringing their expertise. Others are multi-skilled, everyone trained to do any task. And then you've got virtual teams, people across locations, connected by tech. Different structures, same challenge, cohesion.
As they walked back to their desks, Kiran slowed.
So if I want this team to work, I need to figure out who's playing what role, how they're structured, and what their personalities bring to the table.
Marlon smiled.
Now you're seeing it. Building a team isn't just assembling talent. It's knowing how people work together.
Kiran stared at her laptop, then glanced at the team gathered across the floor.
I think I need a better jazz band.
And maybe a better conductor.
Marlon added, winking. Kiran picked up her notebook.
Let's get this harmony started.